guys, we're back talking some more Titans Season 4 on the channel, Episode 3. We're back to one episode per week till the end of Part 1, as we had 2 episodes last week. Episode 2, the end of the episode, the Titans kind of got their asses whooped by Mother Mayhem, let's be honest. Mother Mayhem pretty much put them all in check, and to make matters worse, it seems like she stole Rachel's powers along the way, so we don't have any Raven powers, at least for the time being. Dealing with the fallout of that among the various other storylines, since we have our usual team breaking off into various groups, and we even introduce a new character along the way this week. Just based upon the title of the episode, you probably have an idea of which character we're introducing, but it really is such a shame that Rachel lost her powers, because it seemed like she was finally getting the hang of them, using them effectively in missions, just for Mother Mayhem to instantly steal them. She even has a new hair color along the way as well. That was kind of a fun surprise. Not gonna lie though, I get the show's budget isn't the highest or anything, but the wig that she has, it's atrocious. I look past a lot of things with this series, but that wig is just too distracting every time they have scenes with her in them. But I do still feel bad for Rachel. She's attempting to cope with having no powers and feeling like a regular person for once while she's venting to Gar, who's also dealing with his own problems because he's hearing voices, which generally, especially this season, is not a good sign when you start hearing voices calling out to you. The bulk of the plot this week I did have a lot of fun with, mainly because it is an episode centered around Dick Grayson and Corey going off and trying to get answers about Mother Mayhem, leading us to the introduction to the Titans universe version of the character Jinx, who many of us know from the Teen Titans series. She doesn't look anything like her counterpart in the comic books, but neither did the Teen Titans version, so we're just gonna go with that here. I do love the stupidity here of the prison, who has kept Jinx in solitary confinement this entire time, and the moment that she goes out to talk to Dick Grayson and Corey, she just immediately escaped. Nobody thought to look up what her power set was, and maybe that wasn't the best idea to send her outside, but it does lead us to tracking her down somewhere else, and that also is very convenient to me, how Dick Grayson knew exactly the one place she was going to go out of all of the places she could have potentially gone in Metropolis. While that definitely was a bit too convenient for my liking, I did not expect Corey to just turn to stone the moment that she opened that box, causing the entire mission to pivot, so now it's Jinx and Dick working together to find the Dark Elf who can reverse this process. To be honest, as a DC fan, Jinx has never been one of my favorite characters, especially in the Teen Titans series, but I think this interpretation of the character, it's fine. It's solid, at least so far. She's definitely a charismatic, mischievous addition to the cast. I did really like a lot of the banter between her and Dick Grayson. That was a lot of fun, as they do enter into this secret nightclub kind of area. Look, I get Nightwing has a lot of romantic relationships where we're kind of trying to make the Nightwing of Titans more Bruce Wayne-esque, but I'm kind of tired at this point of introducing yet another female from his past that he had a relationship with. Once they started reminiscing about where things went wrong in their past romantically, I just wanted to roll my eyes. This is what, now the 4th woman in the show that's had that? We had Dawn, Corey, Barbara, now Jinx. It's 4 seasons, so 4 women across 4 seasons. I don't know if it was that obvious to anybody else that Jinx this entire time could have just changed Corey back, but she was being nefarious because she owes people a lot of money, so she's using Dick Grayson to help out with that scheme. Using him as a distraction while he fights the Dark Elf and all of her different minions. That fight scene was a lot of fun. Nightwing usually has some of the best fights in the show, but it was just kind of obvious to me that she was playing him just because I know what Jinx's powers are. All I know is that Jinx better be worth it, because Dick Grayson does not bat an eye at giving her $5 million if she changes Corey back from stone and helps her out with its stuff when it comes to Mother Mayhem. And I mean, he's very Bruce Wayne-esque in that way. $5 million, Dick Grayson doesn't care. Speaking of Mother Mayhem, a lot of the pieces of her plan seem to be falling into place now that she's using Rachel's powers, continuing to pull the strings to mess with poor Sebastian, having him think they changed their mind about his game, only for him to look foolish and then get framed for murder when the guy stabs himself in the eyeballs with scissors. That was pretty gnarly. I wasn't anticipating them going that far with it showing this in the show, but I mean, hey, it's HBO Max, you can do what you want, I guess. I do think that we are getting closer and closer to Sebastian changing into Brother Blood, just with the way that things are being set in motion. We see Connor, Bernard, and Tim figure out while they're at Star Labs that the symbols from the crime scene are also in the game that Sebastian's been working on. Since the series is broken up into 2 parts, I really have a feeling that we're probably not going to get a whole lot of Brother Blood, especially since we're already halfway through Part 1, and we're still setting up the pieces here. Between Mother Mayhem's plan and the surprising level of prophecy talk between Gar and Corey, since Corey, while she's turned to stone, has these type of visions, hallucinations, I don't know necessarily what you'd call it, but it's kind of like an inner monologue kind of thing. Either way, while she's in there, they're talking about her destiny, and how when the red moon fills the sky, it is her destiny to fight and save everyone, which does coincide with Gar when we get to see him and Rachel Rachel, stumbling upon some very creepy imagery, and then Gar tells Rachel that when the blood moon is full, the world will fall to evil. Very ominous stuff here. Very nervous for the Titans to go up against this kind of big threat. With how we end things this week, it will be interesting to see where we lead with Sebastian, since it seems like he almost is getting swayed to the dark side, if you will. The woman comes in from Mother Mayhem's squad, tries to get him to say the whole lines, Azarath, Vetrion, Synthos, and then Connor just barges in like the Kool-Aid man and grabs him out of prison and takes him with the Titans. Not sure if that's a great look for Connor after he just got cleared of killing Lex Luthor, but hey, I guess when you're a superhero, laws don't apply to you. But yeah, a very interesting episode. The writing was a bit all over the place. It will still be intriguing to see where we go with the storyline to the rest of part 1 of season 4. But now you've heard my thoughts on episode 3 of season 4 of Titans. Make sure you share your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode? Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? Any thoughts or theories you may have where we're going to go with the rest of part 1 of season 4? Also, how are we feeling about Jinx? Do we like this new character, the introduction to this Titans version of the character? Or are you still on the fence? Are you not a fan at all? Either way, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's one of the funnest to have the conversation with you guys in the comment section. Thank you guys, always send the reviews. I always do appreciate it. Make sure to like on the video and also subscribe to the channel so we update reviews, reactions, unboxings, and more. Next time, I'll see you guys later.